Aquarium is a type of Asian lettuce. On their diet will be a small squirt bottle filled with krill, which is a small shrimp-like animal, as well as nori, which is dried seaweed that you can generally find on the outside of sushi. So if you eat sushi, you eat fish food. Congratulations. But you guys are sitting and standing in front of our third largest habitat here at the aquarium. It holds about 65,000 gallons of man-made salt water that we actually made here at the aquarium. We get all of our water from the city of Gatlinburg. We put it through our filtration system, which you guys passed not too long ago. There are certain chemicals in drinking water, like chlorine and fluoride. It's good for us, but not so great for animals. So we take that out, and we add lots and lots of salt, plus a really secret ingredient to make our own ocean water. Now this exhibit is what you generally find in the Indo-Pacific region of the world. It's where the Indian Ocean meets the Pacific Ocean. So from the southern tip of Japan all the way down to the coast of Australia. We have about 100 different species of fish in here and over 1,000 individual animals. I can't talk about all of them because we'd be here until very late tonight. So I'm going to hit on the three largest families of fish. Some of my favorites, hopefully some of your favorites as well. Before we start taking off the fish, I'm going to talk a little bit about the coral because it is our coral reef. Now all the coral in here is completely artificial. First of all, coral is a plant, not a plant, it is an animal very closely related to jellies and sea anemones. In fact, they look just like little miniature sea anemones, except they're about the size of an eraser on a pencil. And they do form a hard outer coating by pulling nutrients out of the ocean. The individual name is called a polyp. But they form huge colonies that can form a variety of shapes. Like this big green squiggly thing looks like a brain. It's called brain coral. Right next to it, as well as in the middle of the exhibit, the stuff that looks like sticks is known as staghorn coral, and the flat coral going up the arc is known as tabletop coral. Now the reasons why we don't have live coral in this exhibit is coral is a very fragile animal. Even the slightest brush could kill a polyp, so we don't want that to happen. Also, we don't want to take any coral out of the ocean because it is one of the most diverse places on the planet. It's actually illegal to take it out in large quantities out of the ocean, and we don't want to interrupt that habitat because it makes up more life in the ocean than it does, like say, more diverse than the rainforest and the tropic areas. We have fake coral in here also because it grows very slowly. It only grows about 1 square inch per year. So to fill this exhibit would take hundreds, if not thousands of years. So we're going to go with the good old artificial stuff. Right around the corner we do have a small living coral exhibit. And you can instantly tell the difference because living coral is very bright and it moves with the water and is very beautiful. It's just right around the corner and it says living coral. We'll move on to our fish now. Now, if you guys happen to see a slightly popular movie known as Finding Nemo, you probably know at least two of our largest family of fish, known as the tangs. Now, you guys might know her. She has a blue body, a yellow tail, and a black saddle. You can know her as Dory. But here at the aquarium, we call her a regal blue tang. Also, if you remember that fish that got really excited about bubbles in the dentist's office, he's right down here, and we call him a yellow tang. Now another name for the tang family is actually the surgeon fish. And they get the name because at the base of their tail, they actually have a bone chip that is so sharp, it is as sharp as a surgeon's scalpel. So Dory does have a really awesome defense at the base of the tail, but it's really hard to see. So if you look at this gray fish with the black stripes, near his tail he has an orange stripe, that is his bone chip, and that particular fish is known as the Sohal tang. But the tang family is the largest one we have in here. It's the most diverse. So some of the other ones we have, these little guys are called sail fin tangs because their dorsal fins are so large that when they go straight up, they look an awful lot like a sail. These guys that look like they're wearing orange lipstick are called meso tangs. But one of the most popular ones besides Dory is this big white fish that has a horn right in the middle of his face. Kind of looks like a unicorn. He is our unicorn surgeonfish. So yes, unicorns do exist. They just look a little bit differently than you thought they did. Another really awesome family of fish we have in here are our butterfly fish. It's actually the first fish you saw when you came into the aquarium. That big cylindrical exhibit was filled with our longfin bannerfish, like we have here. Some of our other butterflies that we have swimming around along the bottom, we have our pyramid butterfly fish. We have some yellow fish that have the black horns and masks. Those are butterfly fish. We've got copper banded butterfly fish. And down here we've got some Tahitian butterfly fish. My personal favorite is this little black one with the red tail, is our red tail butterfly. Now, a fun little fact about butterfly fish, they do something a little bit unusual. They actually do mate for life. That bond, you'll see them swimming together. So if you see two little butterfly fish swimming together, they are probably a pair, and they do stay together, if not for life, they stay together for a very, very long time. Now, my favorite family of fish in here are known as the triggerfish family. They get their name from a small trigger at the top of their dorsal fin that they use for self-defense, but I like to say it's because they have a high-speed water jet gun for a mouth. But if you look at the diamond-shaped fish that's swimming away from me right now, he's got a white body and a big diagonal stash through his body. We've got two up top. Those fish have the coolest name in the entire aquarium. They are very tiny, but they have the longest name in the Hawaiian language. Their name is the Huma Huma Nuka Nuka Apua A. Let's try to say that 5 times fast. It's very difficult. Literally